Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter, Shraddha-traya Vibhaga Yogam. In that, Sloka number 9. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Khatvam Lalavanat Tushna Sitishna Rukshna Vidahinaha Ahara Rajasasyeshtaha Dukkha Shokamaya Pradaha. In this chapter, Bhagavan Shri Krishna started explaining to Arjuna because he asked about what kind of that Shraddha with what kind of faith, Shraddha, they do your worship. Your worship means worship. Whether they worship the Bhagavan Krishna or some other one, but they don't know what Shastra prescribes. Without knowing the scriptural injunctions, scriptural knowledge, they just follow and do their worship. So if they do like that, without Shastra Vidhi, then what kind of Shraddha we can call them? It is a Sattvika. What kind of worship it is? Is it Sattvika worship? Or it is a Rajasic worship? Or it is a Tamasic worship? So, Shraddha word, Arjuna also used Shraddhayanvitaha, but they don't know the what Shastra prescribes. If you see the first shloka, Shastra Vidhim Utsrujya, but Shraddhayanvitaha. And what kind of their bhakti or the faith, Nishtha also means Shraddha only. Can we call it as a Sattvic or Rajasic or Tamasic? So Shraddha word used by the Arjuna, and three gunas words are also used by Arjuna. Therefore Bhagavan took it as the very good question. Let me explain. Based on each guna, the Shraddha varies as three types. Sattvika Shraddha, Rajasika Shraddha, Tamasika Shraddha. Now, Shraddha on what? First topic is on worshipping. Yajante. Here Yajana means not Yagam or Yagnam, because Yagnam point is going to come later. Here Yajante means Pujayante. Then Bhagavan explained in 3 shlokas about each type of the bhakti worship. Sattvika people will worship me, Devan. They will generally worship me means Devatas, the presiding deities of the main, this whole universe, Trimurtis or Ganesha, Devi, like that. But other side, Rajasic people worship the Yaksha Rakshasaha, Yaksha and Rakshasa, that kind of powerful deities. They are also powerful. And Tamasika people worship the still lower grade of Devatas, powers, but they are Preta, Bhuta, Pishacha, or like, they also have got, or spirits we say. they worship like that. Then in this way, when this Rajasika people, Tamasika people worship, they will worship in this way. One is about the Rajasic people, they worship me with dambham, just for the sake of their own name and fame sake. Then with ahankara, pride. Then mostly they want to fulfill their worldly desires. Worldly desires here. That means kama, raga, bala, anvitaha. Their desires are propelled by, forced by raga, kama and their balam. And after that Bhagavan explained about the tamasic people. They torture their body in the name of this religion, in the name of the worship. They torture their body. They do different kinds of vratams and different kind of fasting or the torturing the body. Karshayantaha. They torture, trouble the Pancha Mahabhutas. Actually, in our body, Pancha Mahabhutas are only functioning together. Suppose if I don't eat the food, that means the earth element is becoming weak there. And if I don't drink water, the water element becomes weak. In that way, they all have got the connection. So, when these people do physical torturing through fasting or anything kind of like that, or too much walking, okay, walking with barefoot, all these kind of things, then they are really torturing their sense organs and the presiding deities behind the sense organs and these Pancha Mahabhutas. All more than that, they are torturing me also. Here Bhagavan specially says, Mamsha eva antasharirastam. I am the indweller of everybody in the form of the Sakshi Chaitanyam. So when they do like this, they are not taking care of the body, they are torturing the body. Naturally, I am also suffering inside with their tapas. What way? I told that day, if you are a Sakshi and indifferent person, you should be untouched. How come you will get troubled by them? That means not physically or literally, they were not listening to my words. That itself is torturing me. They are disrespecting me. This point is mentioned by Shankaracharya. Bhagavan Krishna didn't say this here. So they were torturing me also. Antakarana Sharirastam, in the form of they won't listen my words. That itself is disrespecting me, torturing me, neglecting me. So, okay. After all that, Bhagavan thought of saying much more in an elaborated way. Not only Arjuna asked one question about the puja. Now the answer is over. 3 types of people in this way, they behave, they do their own. But all that is not based on the Shastra, only by seeing the others are doing, my grandparents did, so I am doing. Then by seeing me, my son, others will do. Like that. Vruddha Vyavahara only. But where it is said, whether you verified, whether it is correct or not, no. So in this way, the differences in the way of worship in the same religion crops up. In our country particularly, because the diversity is more here. Diversity in languages, everything, Vesha, Bhasha, Bhushana, everything is variety. Naturally, the way of worship and all these are also vary. Temple to temple, place to place. caste to caste, religion in the one religion, but there are different castes. So in that way, the differences has come up. Now, let me tell you, this Shraddha is important to notice and understand in the other 4 more aspects also. So Bhagavan then told that in the 7th shloka he introduced, I am going to talk to you about the food also. Ahara also liked by these 3 different type of people with the 3 different gunas. And not only ahara, food, yajnam also 3 types. 3 types of shraddha based on 3 gunas. And tapaha also and dhanam also. So total 5 topics. Yajanam, then aharam, yajnam, tapam, dhanam. So one is already spoken of, and second also we started seeing in the last class. In that 2 shlokas we have completed. In 8th and 9th shloka, 8th shloka Bhagavan says about the sattvika ahara. Sattvika ahara is which is simple sattvic nutritious diet, which keeps him energetic, which keeps him alert, which keeps him peaceful at the mind, and that kind of food. It won't create any trouble in the body. So that kind of food is called easy digestible and sattvic food. Bhagavan given a very beautiful description for it. Now, while telling about this, I told, that point I will bring it at the end after completing the food concept, then we will understand. Then in the 9th shloka about the rajasic food, which is very bitter, hot, salty and spicy, dried, fried, this kind of all. In this alcohol, these things were not included, but we have to understand that Rajasic people like those things and consume. And this ahara considered as the Rajasic. What it will create, what is the wrong in it if the person takes this kind of Rajasic food? Bhagavan told 3 things. One is it creates the misery in him, dukkham. Either by disturbing the body, by disturbing the mind, it will irritate his mind, and because of that, kama krodhas are more dominant. Dukkha. Then because of that, naturally he become miserable, and diseases also will come more and quickly. Then there in Sattvika Ahara, Bhagavan said it is Ayush Vardhanam. It gives the longevity. But here, even though you have a good lifespan, but you are spoiling and you may end your life in the early. This food can create that. And not only that, Ayush, if it is already Prarabdha decides how our diet can change. According to that Prarabdha only, your tendency, you are eating, liking this kind of food, so you will get lot of problems in the body. Not in that way, otherwise you may live many years, but with suffering. Physical and mental suffering. Then this is the about Rajasic food, pungent. Then third, now 10th shloka we have to read, where Bhagavan is going to explain about the tamasic food. Yatayamam gatarasam puti paryushitam chayat uchishtam chamedhyam bhojanam tamasa priyam. Ahriyate iti aharam, which has taken by, consumed by. The same way, bhojanam, here the word is used. First, Bhagavan says, this food, liked by this tamasic mentality people, what is it? Number one, this is yatayamam, not properly cooked. Fruits we need not to cook. The nature, climate itself cooks them. That's why ripen fruit. But if you eat unripened fruit, then it is problem. It is not good. Or whatever you are supposed to cook, you have to cook them as much as required, not half cooked and improper cooking or overcooking also. Therefore, yatayama means which is not properly cooked, half cooked. Then, secondly, Bhagavan says that gatarasam, tasteless. There is no any taste in that. Rasam means here, there is no taste. How you can say, suppose if I make it a deep fry, deep fry they do. It will be very tasty to eat. That's why people like it and they eat. But immediately that will show some effect after a few hours or a day after. Deep fry. They feel a lot of thirsty. They will feel a mouth dryness. But here the meaning of gatarasa means there is no life in it. There is nothing, it can give a energy or something to you, but rather than it will create harm to you. It takes a lot of time for digestion. It stays more time in the body. So gatarasa means lifeless, which is lack of nourishment. If you want to say this tasteless rasa ayuktam, the food is kept after cooking all that in the fridge for many days and then taking out and putting in the microwave. Here also, just to not to get spoiled, 1 day, 2 days, something which is uncooked, milk or like that, we can preserve them. But not more than that, many days. Vegetables also to keep fresh with covering of the cover, plastic cover, something you have to keep, not directly, because all the water is absorbed, taken by the fridge. You keep any fruit or any vegetable as it is in the fridge, and after 1 week you see it will shrink and become pale or soft. That means what? Something happened in that. Dehydration is happening like body to the body, that thing. Now, that's why not many days, just 1 or 2 days, 3 days maximum. That uncooked. That cooked food, that packed food, that is the now, particularly in the Europe, ice countries, where the temperature is very, very low. And people are busy and lazy, so therefore they cannot prepare every time. At least once in a day, good. They buy or they pack for 1 week, cook, and once holiday time, pack it and put it on them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and put them in the deep freeze. Then when they want, they will take it out and put in the microwave. Already it is dead here. It has lost its life. And then they put in the microwave, again there also, due to the high temperature, the food molecules will react and generate the heat in them itself. So you feel it is hot, but it is already lost its life. 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 That's why it is called Gata Rasam. Then only we'll understand if you say about the microwave and the fridge, these packed foods. That's why any kind of fried things, they lost their maximum value. They will become so dry, but they are crunchy and tasty for the tongue. That's why many that packs are coming, tetra packs. And this kind of gatarasam and then puti, that means which are rotten, which create a durgandham smelling. Sometimes people will like it. Yesterday's tair vadai, without putting in the fridge, because it will become much more now amla, that putrefied, so that increased, that curd becomes more sour. And sometimes if you take any kind of this vada bhaji and break it, you will see like this, sticky like things will come. That means 2 days gone, 3 days gone. Then that all some people will eat. Why to waste it? So any kind of this, they know that it started smelling. Because fridge is there now, they keep food and eat. But this is it won't spoil much, but you should not eat that also. Bhagavan says next. This is puti, means which is putrefied, fermented, and create lot of gas or alcohol will generated, particularly in this idli batter that generates. If you keep more days, you keep on putrefy, it is bulges and becomes gradually sour, more and more putrefying. That creates some alcohol that is not good for the body. If it is a fresh one day, maximum second day it's okay. So any food which is spoiled, okay, we feel that because we may not consume, but if you observe, there are many people, even if that banana becomes so ripen and become black also, they don't throw it, they eat. Like that, food also. So puti, then paryushitam. Paryushita means stale food, cooked yesterday and eating today. Cooked food we should not keep in the fridge at all and reuse at all, because it becomes stale on account of many reasons. It may not give smell, but then another thing, you cannot eat it straight away after it when becomes so chill. Again you will heat it. So first of all, if it is overnight, morning you do 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and evening you can eat that. There is nothing wrong without keeping in the fridge. But if it is crosses the overnight, then that is called stale food. Stale food. Then this in our country this habit is not there. In the foreign, I think. So I'm used to say that people go to the hotels and order for bakery shops, but sometimes they cannot eat what they order. If the pizza is so big like this, they may eat only half. Then they will ask to pack the other half. That is habit there. In our hotels, nobody will pack like that. They pack, but generally the word given to that extra leftover food to pack, and that is called dog bag. Dog bag means in my home dog is there, so I will take and give to it. Why to waste? But it is not dog. They are not going to give for dog. They will also eat, because again no need to cook. So this kind of people they do. So paryushitam and stale food cooked yesterday. In many houses you see in the fridge, all balance leftovers will be there in small boxes, because why to waste? Then again after 2 days, again you can take it, eat. This kind of these are all liked by these tamasic people. Then api uchishtam. Uchishtam means this is actually leftover. Stale food, I told about the leftover also, but uchishta means etcha pannade. That means who not somebody eaten, you should not eat that. Few exceptions are there in that. The wife and husband can eat whatever they are eating together, share, and it is not called as a uchishtam. And same way, Guru eaten and left, that is called prasadam. Even if he eaten half and kept, that can be taken. So only in these two places. And the mother also, father also. If they are eating and they eat and little and give. But generally person should not eat from the other's plate or like that. That is called uchishtam. Leftover means what? That only. Touched, already eaten. That's why this, if they packed it before itself, now he brought, so half you take it and put it in the pack, no problem. But they already started eating. It is hygienic purpose also. You kept the hand, you touch with the hand any of the food, it will spoil quickly. That's why we use separate spoon and this thing. Once if you touch with the hand, it will get contaminated very easily. In the same way, when you touch the mouth and again put that hand and in this and that, so naturally that is called leftover food in that way. Half eaten and half is kept. Many times for small children, mother feeding time, she mix it this much, but the child will eat only this much. The leftover mother will eat immediately. But some mothers, if they put it, close it, and evening I will eat, like that. These all kinds of. Now last one more point, Bhagavan says, amedhyam, amedhyam, which is not pure. Which is not pure means what? Generally, which is not fit to offer to the God. Do you put the Naivedyam taking out from the yesterday's fridge food and to the Lord? Even heat and you, no one will do that. If they don't able to cook anything, only fruit and one, even jaggery, anything is okay for him, fine. But you never keep that. Same way, people may eat the non-veg often, but non-veg they never offer as the Naivedyam to the Lord. Why? You know that it is not suitable to him. It is not worthy of offering. It is not worthy of offering. That's why it is called amedhyam, which is not fit for Naivedyam. It is called amedhyam. Okay. We keep the milk to the Lord. Any one of you anytime keep the tea, coffee to the Lord? Liquor? In any temple, nowhere will do. We don't know about this. Maybe tamasic Grama Devatas. Because it is coming in the 4 days festival. Now Mat Pongal is over, Kanum Pongal. So today, yesterday itself, maybe today, there's non-veg shops are busy in everywhere now. Because one day we worship the Lord and the Lord's Son. That day they won't eat. But yesterday and today and tomorrow Sunday also came. You see now, vegetable rates are less. You know that? You don't know. You see any app who are supplying the vegetables. Vegetables are cheap yesterday and today. I found the reason is this. These 2 days people are not interested to eat the vegetables. They want to eat only the bones and the legs, the animals. Heavy rush will be there. Anyhow, in the name of festival, 2nd day, 3rd day, 4th day. So, amedhyam. That means what? Which is not fit for offering as the offering in the yajna. About this, Bhagavan told in the 3rd chapter itself, yajna sishtashinas santaha muchante sarva kilvishaihi. When you offer and prepare the food and offer in the yajna, and you take that other part of the food as the sesham, then it is called prasadam, yajna sesham. Yajna sesham. That only Bhagavan says, yajna shishta asinaha santaha. They offer to that. Generally, yajnam we don't do every day. Putting plate in the front end with the food and all that. Om Brahmarpanam Brahma Vihi Brahma. Eating is yajna. Now I offered this food to the Lord by saying this mantra, by having the bhavana also, and this is a gift for me today given by the Lord. So I show the gratitude, then I eat that as the yajna prasada. That's why Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati Gnana Vairagya Siddhyardham. Why that prayer otherwise? This food is only to make me to survive in order to gain the Vairagya and through that Gnanam. For that sake only I am giving the food to this body, that too as the prasada. Therefore, Yajna Sishtasina Santa, if they eat the food in such a way, Muchante Sarva Kilbishaihi, they never get impurities, bad effects of that food. And they will be cleaned and liberated, free from the Sarva Kilbishaihi. Kilbisha means negativities, side effects, and any kind of sin also. Then not only that, therefore, Yajna Shishtam, another sloka in the same chapter, Yajna Shishtamrita Bhujaha Yanti Brahma Sanatanam. Actually, this point can be added next also. Yajna is going to come immediately. So, being it is Amedhyam word came, I am included here. What is the meaning of this? Yajna Sishtamrita Bhujaha, who eats the sesham, balance of the, after offering in the yajna, as the yajna, then they definitely in course of time reach the Sanatanam Brahma Yati. They become fit instruments for the Brahma Gnana. See, where is the yajna, where is the food and eating, and how it leads to the, because it has got a lot of connection. Your Last class I told that the minute and subtlest part of the food is converted as our mind. And even that only converted as our Medha Shakti, Ojas Shakti, Grahana Shakti. So therefore food plays a major role. Now after saying this, now Bhagavan proceeds to the about Yajna, because next topic is Yajna. First Satvika Yajna, Sloka number 11. Aphalakankshibhiryajnaha vididrushto ya ijjate yashtavyameveti manaha samadhaya sa satvikaha. What is the Satvika Yajna? What is the difference for Yajna and Puja? Puja is done personally for my benefit, for my family benefit, that much only. Limited puja to my Ishta Devata in my house, in my own time, in my own way. Puja. But Yajna, when it comes, Yajna is always a samashti. There are many families, many other community people or the village people or the society joins in the Yajna in a big level. That Yajnas are generally done for the benefit of the welfare of the everybody or many. And in that also again, the people will have Satvika Yajna, Rajasika Yajna and Tamasika Yajna. But then social function, social way of worship, together worship. Okay. And now Bhagavan explaining about that here. Before that, one or two more shlokas from the Gita itself, the previous chapters I have to tell, then only you will understand what is the meaning of Yajna. Recently now in Expression also this Yajna topic has come, and the day 1 onwards, Veda, Yajna, all that, Expression. You are contributing your part to this cosmic Yajna. Here, a cosmic Yajna, the universal Yajna continuously going on. Continuously going on. And you are contributing to that. Now, in the previous shlokas, I told I will tell that point after finishing the about food. Now we can bring it here. I mentioned last class also little. Through all your sense organs, whatever you are receiving, that is also a food. Ahriyate sarva indriyena iti aharaha. Eyes are seeing the colors and forms, it is a food. Ears are hearing the sounds, it is a food. Every 5 sense organs. Now, you apply that now 3 gunas and 3 shraddhas. If a sattvic person, whatever he receives through these 5 sense organs, naturally that food, that information keeps his mind at peace. If a Rajasic person, whatever he sees, whatever he listens, whatever he eats, everything now included, eating also, whatever he smells, whatever he touches, everything, irritate and stimulate and create in him more aggressive and violent nature. What? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, all these things will increase. It is not only the food which you take through the mouth. The effect of the food which you take through the eyes, ears, and also affects the mind. So you have to see in this a broad sense. Then tamasic food, naturally, tamasic actions are there. through eyes, ears, nose, everything, tamasic kind of thing, that create a dullness, inertness, laziness, carelessness, non-committed, non-punctual, all these kind of habits comes in him. They exhibit. So, all the five sense organs, actions are important as a food feeding to the mind. You have to take in that concept. Now here we are talking about the yajna. In the Bhagavad Gita, this yajna, very beautiful in the 3rd, 4th, 5th chapters, here and there Bhagavan says, यज्ञार्धात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर. Karma by itself, it cannot bind you. Karma is inert. Katruragneya prapyate phalam karma kim param tad jadam. How come karma can become the param? See, I do with my hand something. The doing something is an action, simply action, jadam, that is. How it can become param? How it can binds me? If it is jadam, it cannot bind me. Binds my mind. Mind is also matter, but it is endowed with the chaitanyam. Mind is not like other parts of the body. It is refined matter and it is associated with the chaitanyam. Then how can that mind, which is much more polished and shining and refined matter, can be binded by the lifeless dead action? It is all mental volition. The thought which you have behind that action, it decides. We explained that time. Mental volition means doctor uses the knife to cut the stomach of the patient. Doctor won't get the sin. The thief uses the knife to kill or loot from somebody into stomach. Volition of the mind. Very simple. The judge gives the punishment of the hanging to one person. The judge won't get sin. If the judge taken money and bribe and doing injustice without the law anything, then that binds the judge. Then what action is same. And same way, who executes that hanging action, tuk dandanai, there will be some person who puts this thing and put the neck and all that, cover the face, and one person will be there, something they will do like that, then the support has gone, dead, gone. That person also won't get any sin, because he is not an enemy to me, I have no any ragadvesha on him, this is my duty. To say this only, Arjuna, you are doing your duty in this war to protect the dharma. Here no question of grandfather and teacher. They are all standing on the adharma side. It is very clearly known. Then if you are doing with that attachment and raga, then you will be binded by the karma. So see, altogether, if you want to get out of the bindingness of the karma, but you have to do some karmas, yajnardhat karmanonyatra, do in the form of, in the name of yajna. Therefore, our whole life becomes the yajna. Whole life, every action is yajna. I am not doing with any volition of my individual egoistic sense or feeling. Moreover, Shastra says, Yajno vai Vishnuhu. Vishnu, another name is called Yajnaha. Yajna's another name is called Vishnu. Vishnu means what? Vishwam Vishnurva Shatkaro, who is appearing, functioning in this form of the whole cosmic creation. That's why Vishwam. Vishwarupena yahatishtati sa Vishnu, who is standing here in the form of this everything, this appearing gross whole world, including sky, everything, Panchamahabhutas, is called Vishnu. Vishnu is not a person with 4 hands and the Chanka Chakra Gada Padma in one place and sitting. Then if that is our imagination, still up to the end of the life, you are still in LKG. And what do you say about this world? The world is nothing but the Vishnu. So you take the world is nothing but the Vishnu, or you take world nothing but an illusion. But who is seeing that illusion? I am seeing. I, the conscious person seeing the illusion, I cannot be an illusion. I myself cannot be illusion. How can I say I am also illusion? I may feel illusions, but I cannot become illusion. Therefore, Yajno vai Vishnu. So, Ishwarardham, Yajnartham. Yajnardhat karmano yatra lokoyam. Whoever do in this bhavana of the yajna, to him this karma can never binds him. Therefore, tadardham karma kaunteya, you also do your this action of fighting this war, yajnardhat karma. Tadardham karma, you do. Then mukta sangha samachara, you will become free in course of time. So whoever samyak acharati and he is free from the sangha. Karma is not becoming a bondage. Karma is not a problem for me, because I am not doing for my sake with individuality or egoistic sense anything. Everything should be converted in that way. To assimilate this point, it takes a lot of time. My office, my house, my wife, my children, my everything, whatever I am doing, these are all Lord's wish, Lord's Lord given duty to me. In this way, I have to purify myself. I have to get freed from the attachment and get cancel my all, if at all, prarabdha karmas are all there. But now here, I never get disturbed. This is my prarabdha, that is my prarabdha. This is my opportunity to understand, to complete my these things, but no attachment. It's not belong to me, first of all. Nothing is not belong to me in this as attitude. Then only Bhagavan said, later also in 18th chapter again he says, Yat karoshi yadasnashi yajjuhoshi dadasi yat yatapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. This is what I said to you now. Everything madarpanam. Ishwararpitam. Ishwararpitam nechaya krutam. Then what is the benefit? Chitta shodhakam mukti sadhakam. This whole theme Bhagavan kept in Upadeshasaram in one sentence, one sloka. Now let us see the meaning of it. Aphala kangshivihi yajnaha. Whoever do these yajnas, without any expectation. Either it is big yajna, small yajna. I told running my family is yajna. What I am expecting? Nothing. Then why have to do? You have to do. Without expectation, I have to do. What you will get? You will get Chit Suddhi. Your mind gets purified. So, aphala kangshivihi, without any desire or asking, satvika yajnaha, saha, that is this, what? Yah ijjate manas samadhaya. One point is wholeheartedly, without grumbling, without any expectation, without complaint. Manas samadhaya. Tulsidas ji writes in one place in his Tulsi Ramayana. Why I am writing this, Tulsidas writing this Ramayana? To make the Ramayana popular, Rama's glory story popular, or to get name and fame or copyright to my Tulsi Ramayana? Swantas Sukhaya Tulsi Dasa Gayatha Raghunada Katha. This Tulsidas singing and writing this Raghunatha Gatha Katha, Swantas Sukhaya. To my inner satisfaction, to my inner purification, to my inner devotion sake I am writing. He clearly mentions in that. Therefore, manas samadhaya. Then, vidhi drushtaha, as prescribed, told in the scriptures. See, outside big yajna, Ganapati yajna homa how to do, Sudarshanam how to do, these are all told, some procedures are there. We are all talking about only that according to the scriptural injunctions. What about my day to day? Everything is yajna. Therefore, see that you should not forget while doing any action the element of the Ishvara or the dedication or bhakti, any action. Then you see how much practice we need to apply in the day to day. It's not easy. Unless you are all the time with this kind of thought, filled with this thought. If you live alert living, then is possible. Vidhi drushtaha, then apala kangshabi, I already told. Not desirous of any result. Then generally, then, sir, without, many times I told about the bhakti, why can't we worship the Lord or visit the temple or anything? I have come to your place, worship place, temple, just to see you, wish you, tell my thanks to you, but I am not going to ask anything from you. You do this sincerely 1 year, or in your house when you sit in front of the God also. Oh Lord, if I don't remember you or say thanks to you, to whom I will say thanks? Because you are given this body, you are given this Panchamahabhutas, you are given this. Therefore, I never forget you. Okay, then puja. Anything, Sandhya Vandana also, you can convert in that way. So, ena kena prakarena, this ahankara pseudo I should be eliminated. by whatever means, ena kena prakarena, by hook or crook, somehow see that how this ahankara gets destroyed, dissolved. Therefore, here, so yajnam, generally those yajnas are all done in that way. But there also, now see, if they are doing, they have to do just it. There is no any, again, but most of the Rajasika only what we are doing, not Sattvic. Sankalpas we take. But we think that we are doing puja. What for you are pleasing the Lord? You are asking something. I am going to ask something. That's why today I am spending and doing this much. So we are very clearly declaring that by doing Sankalpa. Today, in this day, in this Tithi, in this Nashatram, this one, so and so, me, I am doing this for the sake of something they will tell. Kshemardham, Putra, Pautra, Dhanadhanya, Putra Laham, something or some special Sankalpa also will be there that should be get fulfilled. So you are already expecting and asking something karma phalam, then only they will do. Without taking sankalpa, they will do. Then see that where we are, what Bhagavan is saying. Do man, why? You are supposed to do, that's it. That's why. That point is there. Iti, in this way, eva ashtavyam. You are supposed to do in this way. It should be performed. But without asking. Now you tell that how many will go to temple. That way no one will say. Any pujari won't say. Any Bhagavatar won't say. Only the Vedantic teachers. What Bhagavan said. See clearly, apalakangshibihi, vididrushtaha, manasamadhaya, iti eva yashtavyam. By keeping these points in the mind only, you must do it. Don't ask then why have to, you are supposed to do. No question here, why have to do. You are asking if you why have to do. Then if Lord asks, then why have to give you the air and fire and water and all that? Why have to give to you? Suppose if water asks, why have to rain here? Why? If Bhudevi asks that, why have to yield the so many fruits and these things? Can you imagine that any time this in the nature, anything will ask, irrespective of you are a dharmic, adharmic, whether you are a good or bad, giving only. If nature is like that, what is your nature? What is your nature? So based on this only, this Pongal celebration. But you may celebrate Pongal 100 years of your age. Without reading the Bhagavad Gita, you cannot understand what is it. Yesterday, what is the Pongal message? Pongal Endral? Question mark. I hope that you have not seen that. Seen? Not only he, you also won't see, I know that. But I have given, after sent back to you, that's why. I am very sure that somebody will see. Somebody will see. That somebody is a random people. Even you heard yesterday, because I recorded here that clip. But even though it is not done here, but you won't hear. Because we are busy with so many things, naturally. Today night something is going to come, clip, in a different way. Suspense, I won't say now. But based on this particular last few words which I am talking now. Okay, time is over, I think. So no, not any of these tree and plants are here. That is my nature. I grown up. Giving the fruits and shade is my nature. Under the tree, who is sitting and talking, what they are doing, the tree will have any concern about them? Bad people. They were not Hindus. Any river says any time, whoever comes to drink the water, hey, you are a terrorist. Never say. So, like this, from nature, you have to see and learn it. Therefore, here, why I am telling again and again, this Yashtavyam. Now, I will conclude here because if I go to next sloka, some more, just opposite, contrary to this, this is Satvika, but opposite to this, Rajasika will be there. So, generally, 99.9% people are all doing Rajasika Yajna or Tamasika Yajna. And but this kind of Sattva Yajna should not. In 18th chapter, Bhagavan is going to mention again this as a summary gist like that sloka. You should not give it up. This kind of idea and living with this. Yajna dana tapa karma natyajam karma eva tat. You should not give it up. But give it up means what? Now I am a Atma Chintana, Brahma Chintana Vedanti. I may leave all the external actions and performances. That's not required for me. But Bhagavan says, Yajnam Dhanam Tapam Karma Na Tyajya. This idea keeping in your mind, as long as your body is there, keeping that idea is you are all the time doing yajna. Every moment, whatever you see in this nature, everything, you remember this, you are constantly doing a yajna. That idea should not be given up. Anyhow, that has got more explanation also, later we'll see. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.